What up? It's your boy Dame Shep. It's to get dressed himself. Tuning in today, man. Just doing a little warm up, seeing if we can get this done correctly. I'm trying to see how I can start this off, man, because I want to be as as unbiased as I can be. I also want to be as transparent and upfront and honest as I could be. And I just really want to speak my perspective, and I don't do this often. I come from an era where we don't really talk a lot. We don't really. I don't know. I just always thought it was kind of different when people express their opinions or perspective about other people and what they got going on. That's kind of gossipy to me. I'm not saying I ain't never had a conversation with someone about someone else. It's just like this, the coolest trend now to hop on here and create controversy or speak on controversial topics. That's the way of the world now. I understand what it is. I think there's a difference when it's on a particular topic, when you have knowledge, experience, and expertise in that particular topic or in that particular field for that matter. So I try not to talk about or address things or give my perspective on things I don't know nothing about or not interested in or don't have enough information to have a intellectual conversation or even a perspective on it, because shit, sometimes it just ain't got to do with me or I just don't care, if that makes sense. But on the other side, when it comes to fashion, when it comes to style, it's something that it's my livelihood. It's my passion. Sometimes I feel it's my purpose. So when I have these thoughts or when I have these perspectives, it's coming from a very, very passionate place. And of course, I ain't really never been no hater. I don't like talking bad about nobody. I ain't saying I ain't never done it. I'm saying it's not my go-to. I'm not about to sit up here and hate on nobody, especially for something they got going on that's positive in their life. So even the reason for me even doing this is I got a few things in the future coming up that I'm trying to prepare for it. And a little exercise like this helps, where I'm just talking for, a period of time. I'm super happy prepared today. I ain't bring none of my setup to get this done today, so we're gonna try to run through this best we can. Now, something that's been kind of on my mind, like heavy, man. And it's always been like this. It's always been somewhat of a conflict throughout my career. I don't know. I don't really follow trends. And I'm not about to sit up here and say I've never worn something or got into something that was popular to the masses. But for the most part, I've always kind of created my own lane as far as like what I wear, how I dress, my whole style, things of that nature. So I've always been able to be a leader, be a trendsetter, and be an innovator in this field. And I can run down my resume and to vouch for that. So I'm not saying that in a cocky way. I'm just saying in a way just based off my accomplishments and based off some of the things I've put into this, that I've created and put into this field that I'm in. I can say I have somewhat of expertise in certain things. So when I'm bringing this topic up, sometimes it's not even, it's conflictual. There's a conflict there because I have to be unbiased, but part of me is biased because I'm in this field as a professional, but I'm also in this field as a fan. I can shut my brands down today, and I'm still gonna like nice clothes. I'm still gonna want to put on nice clothes. I'm still gonna take my time, as far as like what I put on and what I wear and what my closet, my wardrobe look like. So that's put the business to the left, and I'm still going to be very fashionable and very stylish. So it's a little conflictual in those two lanes because one is part professional, one is part just participator. And the reason I'm bringing this up is I'm conflicted, bro. I'm confused, and sometimes I'll be feeling like a hater when I know that's not the case. But then, shout out to my guys, man. My guys get on runway. My dude Zoe, my dude Dane. Zoe said something that he heard from Emery that was like powerful. He said, because Zoe felt like me in a lot of things, like, man, I'm not wearing that. Like, I don't like that. Like, I just don't like that. It's weak to me. It look goofy to me, but it's trending, so everybody on it. But all y'all look goofy. But what Zoe said that Emery told him or expressed to him was, I ain't gotta like it to respect it. Just because I don't like it, don't mean I can't respect it. So there's a lot of things that I respect, but I just don't particularly like. I just don't like the look of it. I don't like the fit of it. I don't like the color. I don't like the silhouette. It's just a lot of stuff that I'm just like not digging, like at all. Like, you know, this in the state of fashion, man, fashion is high right now. Fashion has always been a leader of the one of the leading elements of the economy. You get dressed every day. I don't care if you get dressed out of Walmart, you getting dressed out of the Gucci store or H&M or big. I don't care. You getting dressed every day, so you got to buy your apparel from somewhere. So that means every day you putting on something that someone has sold you. Okay, whether you got it from a thrift store, if it was a gift, whatever the case may be, you got to get dressed every single day. Every single day you got to put on clothes, and it's a market for that. It's a retail industry for that. But when you break it down in terms of high fashion and high style, you know, a lot of times we've always looked to rappers and entertainers for that innovation and to know what's next, because the designers know they got the influence, so they getting it to them first. They in the videos, we see it now, it starts to trend. And we can get into the cycle of trends and how it goes up and it's the peak and how it declines and all that stuff later. But right now, man, I'm just viewing the game in a different way now. I'm older, I'm more conservative, and I create my own stuff. So I have a insight of how much stuff costs to get made. So I'm looking at like, damn, you paid that much for that. But on the flip side, my high-end shit, I'm charging you that much for that. So I can understand, like, okay, again, that's professional and participator. The participator in me is like, bro, I'm not paying $1,500 for no jeans. But in my head, I've created jeans that I want $500 for. So it's just a weird balance. And at the point now is the conflict I'm having is the designer in me is like, I need something innovative. I need something new. And I got stuff on deck that I'm building and curating that, you know, I can feel like I got to drop at the right time. But I'm like, man, I don't want to be the one out here trying to make stuff that's trendy because I want sales. I don't want to 100% cater to the market that's going to change in another 6 to 18 months. We're not about to be dressing like this another 6 to 18 months. I'll even go 6 to 36. I'll give it a few years, because we kind of just start shifting into the mainstream, just start shifting into the bigger clothes and the oversized stuff, even though we were here before. Again, the fashion cycle always repeats itself. We went from big jeans and baggy jeans in the 90s to roughly around 2010, 2011, definitely in 2013 when everything got more Euro and more fitted. And we just now kind of phasing out of that last year. We still there, but it's on the decline. Again, the fashion cycle is on the decline. It peaked, now it's on the decline. So you're not going to see a whole lot of skinny jeans. They still sell them and you'll still see people in them, but it's not like the go-to. It's not like the most popular style. Now everything is oversized. Everything is big. Everything is flared or stacked flared. And this comes from the 70s. So you see how it's a cycle. The fashion cycle and the trend cycle, similar, but all the same. So now we're moving into the oversized, big, baggy, hanging off, super big cuffs. It's really similar to the boot cut we was doing not too long ago. So I'm watching as fashion and style progresses. And it's just weird seeing it, because I'm like, we've been here before. And even the reason me thinking and saying I'm conflicted is because I didn't really like the boot cut. I didn't like my jeans big like